So the energy is nice and strong. It actually shut both of my cameras off. So we're gonna make sure that we're recording on both again. So that was pretty crazy. So we had the ball over here on the right side glow and lit up at least twice. The one on the left did not, but the one on the right definitely did. I hope I caught that on camera. I feel like there's definitely energy here. I wanted to come to this section first, to the older part of the cemetery. There's tons and tons of headstones out here that are from the 1800s. So I thought this would be a fantastic one to actually start in. You know, I didn't figure I would be interrupting any families that are grieving. I didn't feel like I wanted to interrupt anybody that was here to try and pay respects to their family or their friends. So we're trying to do all of our investigations in a very respectful way. I would want that if it was my family. So we came out here today in the hopes of capturing anything, whether it's disembodied voices, you know, any sort of responses to questions, orbs, you know, ghosts, if we can see some. It is the middle of the day, so I didn't know if it would be busy here or if it would be quiet today, so we just figured we'd give it a shot. So thank you, Maud, for letting us know that you are around. She did light up the ball over there, and as you can see, I'm sitting back here behind the camera, so I'm nowhere near the headstone or the little globe that lights up. So Maud or Charlie, would you be willing to touch those little balls and light them up for us so that we can know that you're here with us? We would love to know that you're here. We just came to visit and make contact with any spirits that want to talk to us. My name is Jenna. I'm a medium, and I'm trying to do some investigations to prove to the world that spirit is very much around us, but mostly just to communicate with you guys and to pay our respects in any way. And while I did not know either of you, I appreciate the fact that we still need to honor our deceased loved ones, even if we did not know them. So I have many ancestors all over the world and have not visited all of their headstones, all of their graves, but sometimes it's just interesting to walk through and to just see all the different names and different headstones. Some of them are really intricate, really beautiful, and I think it's just kind of a neat way to honor where we came from in the world. So thank you, Maud, for showing us that you were here today. We appreciate you. We're going to move to another section of the cemetery that's still in the older part, and we'll see if we capture any more. All right, so we definitely captured a few things. They keep knocking out my cameras, like the cameras keep shutting off, which is usually an indication that spirit's around. I feel like we're in a good section. I'm just going to kind of rotate the camera a little bit and see if we capture anything in this direction. So I'm going to put one camera in one direction, and I think I'm going to move the camera that I have in another direction. So I'm going to move the little globes to another headstone. So this one is right next to where we are. Let's see if I can angle this down a little bit. Real low tech here today. All right, so we're just going to turn everything. I'm going to move it to this one. Thank you guys for showing us around. Appreciate you. And then they should turn off after about 10 seconds. And then if anything touches them, they will start to actually glow again. So, oh, there it went. Oh my goodness. Well, hello, Saunders, George, and Annie. Hello, hello. That moved all on its own, and the wind was not blowing at that time. Let's see here. Try and zoom in a little bit. See if we can capture that. Let's try that. Okay. Make sure this one's in the right spot here as well. Right, everything's in the same spot. Okay. So, Mr. and Mrs. Sanders, happy Mother's Day tomorrow to Annie. Let's see, George was born in 1866 and Annie was born in 1869. So we're just hoping to make contact with any of you that wish to speak to us. If you guys have any messages, feel free to talk to the microphone. It's right here on the camera. My name is Jenna. I'm a medium, and we're just out here today to prove that spirit still exists beyond the veil, that spirit is still all around us, and that spirit is very much with us all of the time. So we thank you for any messages that you might have. We thank you for your time and your presence and allowing us to come and visit. It's a beautiful day. It stopped raining. The sun is coming out. The birds are out. It's very peaceful here today. Exactly how it should be. Miss Annie, were you a mother in your lifetime, more than likely? I don't know how many children you would have had, boys or girls. I have 4 children. I have 4 sons of my own. I have 1 child that's also in spirit. Can you touch either of those balls and let us know that you're with us? Either one of them. Can you touch the one above Annie's name and show us that you're here? If you touch it, it will light up and we'll know that you're with us. George, if you'd like to make yours light up, you can make yours light up as well. Wind is blowing George's, so it's not just wiggling on its own. Annie's is pretty stationary, so if that one lights up, I would be more apt to think that that was legit over there. All right. Oh, thank you, George. Thank you, George. Beautiful. Thank you. My camera shut off again. So definitely my camcorder keeps cutting out anytime that we're getting this. So let me zoom in so you guys can see. So George on the left, the little globe on the left was lighting up. Annie, we know you're with us too. If you can touch yours and have yours light up, we'd love to hear from you today, Annie, as well. Happy Mother's Day to you tomorrow. Turn the camcorder back on. That's why I brought 2 cameras, because I had a feeling it would be a hot spot over here. Wanted to make sure that we got some good stuff. I think the camera's dead. That was a full brand new battery too. There we go. It's turning back on. Right. Well, this video kept cutting out, so we know we made contact. That's definitely a telltale sign that I've learned, that we start to see camera shutting off and we start to see electrical issues with things. This is a fully charged battery. It's brand new. I just stuck it in as we got here. So I am positive that we are finally making contact. We see you, George. We see you. Thank you for joining us today. The ball didn't actually move this time, just lighting up, so we love that. We know that they're actually talking to us at this point, and I hope that I captured some of your voices or anything on camera. That would be exactly what we're hoping to find today. we're going to let you two rest, and we thank you for joining us. We're going to move on to another headstone and see if we get any responses from over there. All right, we are at the Gilchrist grave at this point. We have Alex, born September 21st, 1887, and Lilela, I'm saying that right. Lilela, that's a gorgeous name. It's so different. I've never heard that before. Her birthday was January 30th, 1881. So if either of you two are around and would like to make contact with us today, we can hear you either through the camera, or you can touch the little balls that I've set on top of your headstone. And if you make those light up, we know that you're here with us. So you're free to touch those if you'd like to. My name is Jenna. I'm a medium, and I'm here just to make contact to see if we get any sort of reactions, or if anybody's even around and would like to contact us today. Let us know that you're still with us. I know that you are. I talk to spirit all the time. That's what I do for a living, is I talk to spirit. So we're just here today to make some connections and see what everybody's up to. Happy Mother's Day tomorrow, Miss Leela. We're going to say it's Leela because I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but I think it's such a cool name. So if you're here, my name's Jenna. If you can touch those little balls to have them light up, that would be awesome. You could talk to any of the microphones, these two things that are sitting in front of me, if you'd like to. And if you have anything to tell us, you're more than welcome to tell us. So energetically, I'm feeling head pressure and head pain. I have no idea what the history is on any of these headstones that we're sitting in front of today. But I do feel head pain in like my forehead area. So I'm not sure if one of these people actually passed from something to do with their head, but I definitely feel the head pain. Would either of you two like to communicate to our camera today? Miss Leela says that you were a mother here, so happy Mother's Day to you tomorrow. And it looks like one of the globes was lighting up, but I'm at an awkward angle where there's a glare, so it's hard for me to see it. They're usually pretty clear. You can usually see it. I definitely think these would be easier to see at night, so we will do some night investigations as well. Oh, there's a little bird that was coming up to us hanging out. Oh, we lost the camcorder again. It went out again, so let's turn it back on. There we go. Right. Definitely some strong energy over here, but I really feel very peaceful. I don't know if we maybe captured anything in the background or anything, but we're going to actually put some of the equipment up and walk around the cemetery a little bit. Walk through this older section and see if we capture anything as we walk through. So that is our next part of the investigation. Thank you, Alex and Leela, for your time and energy. We appreciate it. Happy Mother's Day, Leela, and we will be back to visit another time. All right. So my name is Jenna. I'm a medium. We're just trying to make some contact with any of the souls that are here. I love that this one's name is Theodore. That is my dog's name, Theodore. So we have Theodore here. Let's see. It doesn't say when Theodore was born. He passed in 1944. Let's see who else we have. I'm not sure what these little arches are for. Maybe to protect them. from some, oh, you know what? I think they decorate these with lights in the holidays. They're all over the cemetery if you look. So lots and lots of them all over this section. So definitely pretty cool. Maybe it's for greenery to grow, I don't know. Let's see. So the ball in my hand is lighting up because it's been moving in my pocket. So we're going to turn that off. Make sure we have both of them turned off here. Off. Okay. And we're just going to walk around and see if we capture any sounds. Sometimes it's just kind of neat to see how old some of these actually are. Definitely the 1800s. I had a great-grandfather that was born in like 1898, I think. And my great-grandmother was born in 1901. So definitely a couple of generations back. There's an even older section here, if I can remember where it's at. That's where we're going to go to next. I think the next oldest section is down here. So I'll take all my camera equipment and we'll move down one more section. There's some really, really old spots here, and then there's obviously newer spots, but I wanted to see the oldest ones first because, again, I'm not trying to disturb anybody. We're trying to be respectful as we possibly can. Also not trying to fall. There's some definite holes in the ground here. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers tomorrow. Evangeline, I love that name. And another Theodora, we love that. Starbuck, wonder if they're related to the people who made Starbucks. Nanny Mae, that's a cute name. I had a Grandpa Lawrence as well. See, now this is a pretty old one. It says 1981, but the headstone looks so much older. Oh, I love that name, Llewellyn. That's a cool old-fashioned name. Ginny and Llewellyn. All right, so we're gonna go to the next section down here, and then we'll see if we capture any more evidence. Alright, so we are in a section dedicated to the pioneers, so the founders of this area. I'm going to read off what this says. It says, "This monument, erected in memory of those unsung pioneers who helped build the Pikes Peak region, the infants born to pioneer settlers of this area, and those later residents, both known and unknown, who came to this final resting place. Blocks 20 to 27 and 40 through 50, dating from the 1860s, erected by the El Paso County Pioneers Association, dedicated this 29th day of May, 1993. So, we have a lot of little tiny headstones. I'm actually going to pan both cameras around. We already have movement up here, so I'm going to wait till the wind dies down so we see whether that's actually spirit or if it's the wind that's blowing up. But we do have movement in both of the spheres, so let's see what's going on here. I'm actually going to move down to some of the graves here, and I'll take the globes with us. But I wanted to pan around so you guys can see So this whole section, there's no beauty until you get way down there. We're over here by ourselves again. And this little area doesn't have a lot of headstones in it. It's kind of unique in that, oh, we have more movement. One of the spheres is definitely moving. All right. So we are getting some actual movement of the sphere on the right side. So I actually want to take these to a headstone and see if we get any sort of communication. So some of these are children that passed away in this area. So I figured if I brought these toys, because that's what these little globes are, these toys, that the children might actually engage with us as well. I didn't realize that the children were in this section. I've only been to a few sections over here. It's a huge cemetery. So I wanted to come to a few spots and see. Again, we're sticking with the older areas so that we don't disrupt any of the grieving families out of respect. We're actually going to walk over in this section and see if we get anything. There's one little headstone over here that I want to check out, so that'll be the next part. So this one caught my eye. I'm going to set these over here. I can't use that for knocked the camera over. I knocked the camera over. Let's adjust the base out. Get the couch more stable. Let's see if that helps us any. So if any of the children's spirits that are here, that are buried here in this section, if you would like to touch the ball that I have, you can do so. It'll light up. It's a toy. You want to touch it? So these headstones have been here so long, I can't read the name on it. The wind's probably going to knock that one off, yep. Alright, so the other one, I don't know if you guys can even see those in the video at that point, so I'll have to move those to another one. But if any of the children that are here would like to make contact with us, you can talk to either of the two cameras here. They'll pick up faint noises as well as loud noises, so if you'd like to talk to those, you can. You can tell us your name. Oh, that one next to the headstone is blinking. It's hard to see because the grass is in the way. But it is blinking and it's stationary on the ground. I don't know if the cameras are going to see that or not, but it is blinking. So whoever is buried here at this grave, we see you. We see the lighting of the toys. So we know you're here. It's blinking again. My name is Jenna. I'm also a mama. And we came to visit today. We just wanted to see if anybody wanted to make contact and talk to us today. So we came to visit. I imagine you probably haven't had very many visitors lately. If you've been here a very, very long time, you guys are some of the first people that ever lived in this place, so I imagine it was pretty empty when you lived here. I don't know anything about you because your headstone is worn off. Imagine lots of storms and things have weathered it. I don't know if the rest of your family is also in this cemetery or not, but I would imagine they're nearby. We're going to go to one other area over here. Oh, I have hiccups, so there's definitely spirit around. I have hiccups, and that's always a telltale sign that there is energy nearby. There's a few over here that have captured my attention, a few of these headstones. There's one, if I pan this camera over just past the tree, there's one right there. That one captured my attention. If I do it in this camera, see if I can adjust it. See, the one just past the tree. That one has captured my attention. So that is where I'm going to head next. Okay, so this is the last one that we're going to do for today. This is our last spot. And this one caught my eye, I'm not sure why. But this one I can read the name of it. It says Emma, wife of V.S. Newton, died July 1882, it looks like. She was 28 years old. So let's see. With us today. Hi Emma, my name is Jenna. I'm a medium, and all that means is that I can communicate with you. So hi, hello. We can get that to stay up here. Yeah. Oh, all right. Maybe let's put it down here. Less chance of wind blowing it. We'll see if we get anything from Emma. I'm going to move behind the camera. Hopefully that'll still show up enough that you guys can see it. So Emma, my name's Jenna, and I communicate with people who have passed on, who have died, and I'm just here to make some connections. I wanted to come visit some people who I've never met, but people who've been here a very long time. And if you passed away in 1882, that's 200 and some odd years ago. So my family's been here for, I want to say probably close to 100 years in Colorado. I don't know when your family came here. You could tell us anything that you want to tell us in either of these two things right here, these cameras and microphones. They can hear you. And that little toy that I put in front of your headstone, that little toy lights up. So if you want to touch that, we'll know that you're trying to communicate with us. So if you're able to touch any of those or talk to us, you're able to do that today. Is there anything you'd like to tell us or let us know that you're here? We want to wish you a happy Mother's Day tomorrow. I don't know if you had children. I imagine you probably had one or two, maybe more. I'm also a mom. I have 4 sons, and I have one baby that's in spirit. It's a very beautiful resting place. You get back to peace and quiet.